Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. So today we're going to put together this triple cube card. It's so awesome because when you send it in the mail, it's going to be folded flat like this, and it fits into like a regular size envelope. So just make sure when you're putting on your little pieces that you sort of measure it up to the envelope, because it should fit in a regular envelope. And then when your person gets it, it pops up and it stands up. So I don't know if you can see that, but it stands up like this. And then you can write your message on the back. So let's put this together. There's lots of videos out there that will give you all the dimensions. So I won't give you the dimensions. You can just, there are much better videos out there than mine. So we're just gonna start putting our card together. So we're gonna fold our pieces on all the score lines. And we're going to create our squares. So you'll see there's one piece that's a little shorter. That's the piece you're going to put your adhesive on to glue down your card. So we're basically going to make these little cubes like that. So if you want to really make sure that it folds flat when you're gluing it together, you can just lay it flat. So just fold your piece over like that. And then that way you know for sure that when you put it together, it will lay flat. Okay, and then we have this piece. And again, there's one flap that's a little shorter than the rest. And again, we're gonna lay it flat, and then we're gonna put our adhesive on. Just like that. So once we have our little cubes here, you're gonna just hold it up like that, and you're gonna put your DSP on two of the sides. So you don't want to use the side that sort of has our, where we taped it together. We're gonna use the other side. So we're gonna put our DSP on. Then we're going to turn it. We're going to put it on the other side as well. I'm going to do the same to this piece here. I'm just going to put it like this. This is such a fun card to make, and it has a real wow factor for the recipient. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to put the brown piece. So you can see my cube here. I've got the top and the side here. So now on this piece here, we're going to put one of the brown pieces. So I just slide it in there. So just slide it in there, push it down. The reason I do it this way is just so I don't mess it up. Because knowing me, I would mess it up. Okay, so we're going to sort of hold it together like this. So this is what it's going to look like once it's all finished. So then our next step is to put our okay, let's use our adhesive. And to line it up to the bottom corner there. And then we're gonna put the adhesive goes on the piece that has where we put the adhesive on in the beginning. So we're gonna put some. I switch back and forth from Tombow glue and this Stampin' Seal because the Stampin' Seal is not always so good to me. So we're again gonna line it up. And you'll be able to see when you're putting it together that it will fold flat. Okay, so then the next step is to put our next two brown pieces on. Hopefully I'm doing this slow enough so that you can just follow along with your kit. If not, you can always pause it and catch up. Okay, so now that we have our brown pieces on here, we're gonna flip it over, and this is where we put our white piece. This is where we put it, like you can write your personal message on. If you want to stamp something on it, I would say, like if you wanted to stamp happy birthday, I would say stamp it first before you glue it on, because otherwise if you mess up, you might not be able to fix it. Actually, you can fix anything, so it doesn't matter. You can do it before, you can do it after. I would suggest do it before. But this is going to be for my mom, so I'm gonna write something like a personal message, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're like halfway through this. So you should have a box that looks like a box. And then next we're gonna glue on our flower. This is the medium daisy. So I'm gonna put that there. And then I'm gonna offset it. And then what you can do is if you want to turn up your little petals, you can. We have our little gold middle for our flower. It's so pretty. And then we have our sentiment. And each kit will have a little piece of cardstock, and this is gonna be for the back of your sentiment. So what you can do is just fold it in half, and it's gonna make our sentiment sort of like pop out, stick out, whatever you want to call it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna figure out what sentiment I want to do. I'm going to do wildly grateful, because I am wildly grateful to have my mom around, even though we're not, we haven't been able to see each other. The last time I saw her once in the summer, or I guess once in the summer, and then she came and visited me when I was in the hospital in October, and then I haven't seen her since, and I probably won't be seeing her again until at least the new year. And she doesn't even live that far from me. She lives about an hour away. But I talk to my parents, I guess I talk to my mom almost daily. We don't talk, but I do get to I send her messages on WhatsApp. So I'm gonna punch the end of my banner using this Lovely Labels punch. I have a feeling once I go and put my flowers on and my dragonfly, you won't even be able to tell. But so I'm gonna put my dragonfly down here with a dot of Tombow glue. And then I'm gonna put, and that timer is telling me my dog treats are done. I thought they were done earlier, but they weren't quite done yet. So I put them in the oven for another 45 minutes. Well, maybe it was half an hour. So I put it in there for half an hour, and it's telling me it's been half an hour, but it should be okay. It does smell really, really good though. Okay, so then the next part we're going to do is how to make this pop up. So what you're going to do is you're going to glue half of this onto the back of your sentiment. Oh goodness. Okay, so we're going to glue half of this on the back of our sentiment, and the other half is going to go on our box. So it's going to go, we're going to glue it to the side of our box like that. But my Tombow glue is making things move around. And you know what? I'm going to turn off my oven just so that it stops speaking. Okay, so we're going to take some glue and we're going to put it on the back of this, and we will glue it to our box. So hopefully you can see how we're just sort of gluing it to the back there. And this is sort of what makes it move and pop out a little. So there's our sentiment. And then now I can decide to put my other leaf piece down, and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to cover up the strip a little bit. So let's glue our that's my dog stretching again. He's very verbal. So there's our leaf glued down. Hopefully you can see this. There's our sentiment. Now we're going to add our other dragonfly, which is going to go on the other side of the box. So on this side here, oops, it's a little too much. So we're going to glue that down. I think my mom's going to be really excited to get this card. And then the last step is our dragonfly. And we're just going to glue this dragonfly down here. So you can sort of do it higher or lower, it doesn't really matter. It's up to you whether or not you want your dragonfly popping up more or less. Yeah, I'm making a mess. So there's our finished card. So hopefully you can see what it looks like. Again, and that's our card there. So this is called a triple cube card, and again it folds flat so that you can mail it, and just and don't forget you can write your message on the back. So thanks again, and that's it for our classes for December 13th. So stay tuned. In the new year I'm going to have another class, and I'll just show you a sneak preview of my class that's coming up in the new year. I'm really excited about this one. So I'm going to be using the Ice Cream Corner bundle. So this is a treat holder that also holds a gift card. It's really cute. And then we have this 3x3 card with a cute little matching envelope. And this is for a gift card as well. So this is like a popsicle. You would you would put a little bit of adhesive and glue down your gift card. That was designed by my downline Anne. And again, you can write your message on there. And then there's a shaker card because I love shaker cards. So that's for the new year. That's for January, my January 17th class. So thanks again for joining me and have an awesome week.